Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen, but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as are the ones who are suffering under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalio, and this video is about current events and end times of the rulership of the Edomites, where these so-called white people, this is their vile, wicked kingdom. And it was always set to expire, come to its end. The blessing that they received was, a blessing of ruling the earth, but it was a temporary blessing. Right, they will be back in their correct position, being our slaves, which is coming soon because Esau's kingdom is at its end, which means that Yahushai is on his way, right? The scriptures say that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So once it is that Yahushai returns, right, the second covenant is going to be fulfilled, where we, the Israelites, will have the laws, statutes, and commandments written within us, and we will no longer be in these chains of darkness. We will no longer sin. We will no longer go off. We shall be perfect, and we shall enjoy all of the glorious and magnificent things that Yahweh Shemeshai has waiting for us in the kingdom. A world that we will have to wait and see when it arrives, So we're in that period of time now, and with what's going on, we know, and when I say we, I'm talking about those of us in this truth, the prophets of Yahweh Shemeshai, and the hopeful elect, right? We know what is coming next, which is going to be the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, World War III has started, and so now what's left is the microchip, the destruction and salvation, which is a simultaneous event, the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, and the salvation of the elect of the nation of Israel, which salvation is only for the Israelites, but even of our nation, the Lord is only going to be delivering a remnant, right? A remnant to be saved, who are the elect of the nation of Israel, all right? Those who were chosen from the foundation of the earth. All right, so you cannot choose to be a part of the elect. You simply are a part of the elect, which is what we hope to be a part of. All right, that's why we are of the hopeful elect. We hope to be saved. So, regarding the scriptures, we know what time it is. We know what's coming next. All right, and oh, by the way, it's the microchip, the salvation and the destruction, which is a simultaneous event, right? The return of our Lord Yahushai, and the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, which signifies the end of Esau's kingdom, and then the kingdom, right? And then everything that comes with it. So here it is, this video from Hours of Indignation 1442, right? And as you can see, I have the image up of the microchip. You can see the microchip, and the image is telling you what is, what it does. It is your identification. It is used for money, and I see a house there. The microchip itself has multiple uses and purposes. One of them is to unlock doors within the house or the car, whatever else. And as you can see, the device here, that syringe that is used to pierce the skin and to administer the microchip. And actually, let me just read it in Revelation 13, verse 16, before I play the video. And he calls it all. And who's he? Those that are in rulership. The wicked, the Edomites specifically, they're a ruling class, who are the wicked elite of Esau, Edom. All right, the elite bankers. They have an agenda at hand, and their agenda is called several things. I'm going to use the, call it the fourth industrial revolution in this case. All right, but we all know what that agenda is. It's all the same thing. It's called all the same thing in the same package. All right, and so they're introducing this digital society to the world, which is not an introduction anymore. It is here in several different ways and continuously building up, right? But at the forefront of this digital society, which is this digital slavery system that they're bringing in, the next level slavery system, is that they want to mark their slaves. And they're going to mark their slaves by way of a microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So the mark is a microchip at G5480. It says Charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark. So this is something that's physical. All right. And so the microchip in the hand and in the forehead. The forehead is the brain microchip. And we know that both of the microchip technologies are out there and successful. People are being implanted with it successfully and using it for the purposes that it is intended to be used for. Okay? So what we're waiting for is the manifestation of the prophecy where it becomes mandatory worldwide, as it says, and he causeth all. Okay? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So a function of the microchip itself is that it is used to make payments. And they're going to attach your banking information to it, your financial information to it, and it is going to be what is used to make payments. All right? No man might buy or sell. So unless you have the microchip, you won't be able to buy or sell. But also, while living through this, okay, it can also be stated that you're simply just shut out from society, right? You won't gain access to any kinds of services or anything that society has to offer. So you're going to be blocked out from financial services, government services, medical services, anything that you can think of. You're simply just going to be locked out of it unless you comply and you receive that microchip, which is a mark of the beast. Okay, so with that being said, let's listen to this video posted by the brother.
Listen up. This is very important and you need to watch this till the end. So Trump just signed a directive to accelerate 6G deployment, which will help operate implantable technologies, which includes AI brain chips, known as Biological Interface System to Cortex. It was announced in December of 2025. It is a paper-thin, flexible silicone chip, and it looks like that. There's already research on security issues with this kind of tech. The 5 paramount security and privacy issues are authentication, access control, malicious behavior, encryption, and communication. Not only that, but there's studies of the risk to health and well-being from radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phones and other wireless devices. Because even when you get a new phone, it has a paper in there that you're supposed to read, and it tells you that you're not supposed to hold your phone to your face, because it is dangerous. And it's already dangerous with 5G, so just imagine when it's 6G. December the 22nd, the White House orders federal agencies to free lower 7 gigahertz band for commercial 6G. Do y'all remember when the sickness was going around and at the same time these towers were going up? And then a lot of people were getting sick. And if you look up the symptoms for radiation poisoning, it looked a lot like the symptoms that were appearing. Oh, and did I mention that they're wanting to do this without any studies being done of the safety risk? On top of that, Trump is now slamming banks over crypto bill holdup, urges Congress to pass Act ASAP. Because one day, and it looks like very soon in the future, everyone is going to get a mark. And that mark is going to be connected to your money. And it will be used to control whether you can buy or sell. Now, if we look at this patent right here, it's 060606. It's the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity.
060606. And there are no coincidences. All right? That don't happen, man. Okay? Everything is perfectly ordained and set in order by way of Yahweh Shemishai. Everything happens and occurs as it is supposed to happen and occur. So what has happened there with that revealing of what she just did, that is all intentional to let us know what time it is. This is the Lord communicating with us. All right. Revelation 13 and verse 18. There is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. At G5516, at 6, Kaisai stigma, at G4742, stigma, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. Pricked in or branded upon the body. Once again, pricked in. How is the microchip administered? By piercing the flesh. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked, right? So in ancient Greece, right, in ancient Rome, right, Rome, which they spoke Greek, when it is that the people, the slaves, because they had slaves, right? When the slaves were would they be branded to show which master they belong to. It's a physical mark. From the primary stezo to stick, i.e. Prick. From a primary word stezo to stick, that is prick, a mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership, right? Esau is going to mark his slaves. It's his next level slavery system that he's introducing. Okay?
6. It's the cryptocurrency system using body activity data. Human body activity associated with the task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user which is communicatively coupled to the server. This sensor that people will have in them may sense body activity of the user. Then that body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. Then it will verify if your body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency or pay you if your body activity data is verified. As in, if you do what they tell you to, you will get paid your cryptocurrency. So they're about to install this system that can run these things. Scientists want to use people as antennas to power 6G. So we will be the ones powering 6G. We're going to be used as antennas. And just like this patent says, the chips that are going to be implanted in people will be connected to this system. You will be used as an antenna, and they will be able to sense your body activity and reward you your money if you do what they tell you to do. And that is why he is urging Congress to pass this act. Because in order to control you, you have to get rid of actual money. And everybody has to have a stable coin wallet, which is exactly what this man is doing. We have been warning everyone about this for years. The beast system is being built right in front of you.
Okay. That's it. All right.
Listen up. This is very...
So, y'all heard her. This is what is coming, man. That microchip. This is the next stage of whatever it is that Esau is doing. All right. And the systems are being implemented all around us. And, you know, at this point in time, the microchip technology is out there. The point of sales machines already accepts microchip payments. People are literally microchipped and using the microchip to make payments, not just in Sweden, but also in other places like America and the UK, which means that it's everywhere. The same point of sales machines in those places are the same point of sales machines everywhere. All right. So it's all about just bringing in that system, which they are doing, right? The digital ID system, which is about consolidating all of your information into one place. It's a stepping stone where they will simply just transfer that digital ID onto the microchip. All right. And then they're transforming the monetary system towards that digital monetary system where there's going to be no more paper money. It's all going to be done digitally. And it's going to be done digitally. And the microchip is a digital device that makes digital payments. There's no need for cash, which with this system that they're bringing in. They're developing the world, the cities to be these the digital public infrastructure to facilitate the microchip and its usage, where when it is that people are walking around the world, right, not just the cities and towns, the world, that when interacting with everything, they're using the microchip, right, for their identification, to make payments, to open doors. When it is that they go for a medical service, the microchip is going to be scanned, and then all of the person's information and medical activities are all just going to be brought up onto whatever system they have, right? When you the people go for government services, the same thing. This is what is coming. This is how it's going to be. Okay? So this is the warning from Yahweh Shemishai unto the children of Israel to not take the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, as there is a judgment in America for taking it. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 to 10, where if you're an Israelite and you take the market chip, you have no chance for salvation. You will be destroyed by the thermonuclear fire. And only the elect of the nation of Israel, which is consists of 1/3 of our people in America, that's going to be saved, because there are other elect members around the world, but the Lord let us know that 1/3 of our people are going to be saved, right? 1 in every 3 Israelites in America will refuse the market chip, which is the mark of the beast, and will receive that salvation from Yahweh Shemishai. But 2 out of 3 of our people are going to be destroyed. Okay? So it's a very glorious and great event that is coming, the return of our Lord Yahushai. All right, but before the return of Yahushai, we must bear what is to come and endure it. And the only way to endure it is by way of the mercies of Yahweh Shemishai, which we then hope to have the spiritual mark, which is different from the physical mark. The physical mark is the charagma, which is the market chip. But this spiritual mark is a spiritual mark that is given unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Ezekiel 9 and verse 4, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right, so the mark at H8420, it says Tawa. I desire a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. All right, which is for the elect of the nation of Israel. And so, people will wonder, so what about the other nations in America when the thermonuclear destruction is happening? They're just going to be destroyed. They don't have any chance for salvation. All right, but this mark of the beast prophecy, this hour of temptation, is going to affect the entire world. All right, the entire world. It's going to be a worldwide event. All the people of the earth are going to be, faced with taking this market chip. But the warning to not take it is only for the Israelites. All right, so the scriptures say in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 that for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, it will surely come, it will not tarry. And the vision is clear. The vision is speaking very loudly. It's in our faces, right? What's going on. And with World War, what happens? Economic distress and chaos, economic failure. Look at what happened during World War II, or before it, the Great Depression, which that Great Depression was brought on by way of the trade wars and the tariffs that were happening during that time, which then led into the economic crisis, the Great Depression, and World War II. So these are the times that we're in. And of course, the famine is on the table now, and the inflation is coming. The gas prices are about to spike, if they aren't already spiking, but these are the times that we're in, and we're going to witness great mercy from Yahweh Shemishai. Lord willing, we are a part of the elect. We are going to witness the power of our power, you see? And it is going to be a very grand and glorious thing to witness. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai by Shemaka Kodesh. Shalom.